When it comes to players getting robbed of a Ballon d'Or, Thierry Henry in 2003 is often one of the first names that comes to mind, delivering one of the most impressive individual seasons in football history.
He's drifted away from Carr. Henry!
That year, Henry was at the peak of his powers. He scored 42 goals and provided 26 assists across all competitions, delivering an output unmatched by any other forward in Europe at the time. And in the Premier League, Henry went up against formidable defenses, likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester United. At the time, their defense was at the peak of their powers. He had to face legends like Gary Neville, John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, and many more top defenders at the time. But his best goal this season came against his favorite team, Tottenham, where he scored one of the greatest solo goals in Premier League history.
He's drifted away from Carr. Henry! What a fabulous solo goal by Thierry Henry. A long-distance goal followed by a long-distance celebration.
Henry wasn't just tearing the Premier League apart. He was also doing his bits in Europe. And the best game that he had in that tournament was against Inter Milan. He scored a hat-trick at the San Siro as Arsenal dismantled Inter 5-1 on their home turf. And when it comes to the playmaking abilities, Henry's vision allowed him to rack up 26 assists, showing his selflessness and the ability to improve people around him. At the time, the FIFA Federation Cup was a huge tournament. He led France to victory and was also named the player of the tournament. He was simply unstoppable this season. But now let's talk about Nedved. He was a Juventus midfielder. If you just look at the stats, clearly this was a robbery. I know many people are going to bring up the fact that he was a midfielder, but at some point, what attackers do have to surpass the midfielders. He had a wonderful season on his own right, but many felt the reason he won this is because he was the pivotal part to taking Juventus to the Champions League final, which they lost, by the way. Despite being the best player in Premier League history, the fact that he never won the Ballon d'Or is ridiculous. But I guess he was just born in the wrong era. For many football fans today, they still say this is one of the biggest robberies in football history. Like and subscribe and see you later. And do you think he was robbed?
Here's Henry getting cleared. It's Thierry Henry! He scored! He scored for Arsenal in the Bernabeu! No more, no less than they merit. Arsenal have been the thrusting force of this tie. Thierry